Ba-boom! It's your boy, back with some more VF after a long absence. Hit me up with that start button. Turn it down. Load up my game. Gotta let the guys know. Gotta turn this off. You know what I mean? So you can see that I'm running this on PS3. When's VF Kids? I don't know. You tell me. Online battle. Give me over that rumor macho. In my own basic jacket. Prieto macho. We have 8 on that worldwide. Thank you very much. Let me go up to the other guys. Making at the PS3 lobby up now. Aha, yes. Pretty quiet tonight. How's everyone been? How has everyone been? It's been a funky time. Yeah, things are really quiet tonight. Huh. Someone saying that they're gonna be here soon. That oolong tea doesn't buy itself. And the Discord. Such is life. Such is life. But I'm alright right now. I'm alright. As a matter of fact, I've been playing a bit of... I decided to go play some MotorStorm earlier. Aptly enough, I decided to go play some MotorStorm. And MotorStorm is a pretty fun racer. Yeah. It's a pretty fun racer. Has anybody else played MotorStorm? I don't think so. Well, I don't see anybody ready tonight. Nobody seems to be quite ready, huh? Oh snap! Somebody's here. It's time, lads. Let's get this session started. Here we go, lads. I hope you can hear me all right. Hope you can hear me. Hope we're all good here. Time to sit down and remember the old buttons. Can I drag the microphone closer? No, I cannot. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. Have to try oh,
Are you ready for this? Round 1. Ready, go!
Yeah! Huh?
Round 2. Ready, go!
Frame perfect! Get out of my ring. Old Hulk Hogan.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Moving. Ooh, the delay. I've seen you move once or twice. I've seen you move.
That wasn't your best shot.
You're dead, kid. Don't move. Don't move a muscle. I'm not sure why he went for the low throw, though. It's a pretty strange choice. I just put my old friends on. I don't see anybody else in a hurry to get here. I don't see anyone else deciding to take a hike here to join us. Shame, really.
Go ahead, knock yourself out.
I guess that's life.
Here comes my suplex.
Round one. Ready, go!
Me. No steps. No, I'm out.
Knockout!
Right over. Right over.
Round two. Ready, go!
Not bad.
Get off me. Yeah!
Round three. Ready, go! Knockout!
Out of my ring. No doubts. No doubts.
It's like you're moving in slow motion.
So somebody's got to be heading here soon after making an errand to buy some oolong tea. Oolong tea, huh? Has anybody else had oolong tea? I don't know. I haven't had oolong tea before. I wonder if oolong tea is any good. But I don't know. I don't know, you know? Such is life in his own, you know? You just don't know if it's any good.
Let's talk more action.
Are you ready for this?
Round one. Ready, go! Come on!
Oh.
Knockout!
Ugh.
Round two.
Drop 30 frames.
Ready, go!
Too slow. You gotta put me out the wall, huh? Nice try. I'm gonna stay down.
Round
I'm
three.
gonna grab me like that.
Go!
Only the smartest decisions.
Burning hammer!
Only the smartest decisions. Not nice. Is this Tekken? No, it isn't on the game. This is actually rock, paper, scissors. Indeed. Name it up,
Got
come
no
on.
time for you.
Is this Tekken? Day. We just don't know. But it plays like Tekken, the original fighting game. Indeed, it is the original fighting game. Of course. Like, you can clearly see that it is indeed Tekken. You can clearly see it. Clean as day, yeah? The love... Jackie Bryant, man, I remember pulling him back in Tekken 2, man. He was so sick. Who's the martial law guy? I don't know. Still playing VF. Indeed, man. What do you think we're doing? You think we're not going to be playing VF? Get out of here. But the thing is now, is where do we go? Because if we played on the PS3 lobbies long enough, we have to get a new focus. It's time to go play this game on another platform. I love Tekken. Indeed. Tekken's okay. Oh. Ooh. Catch that. I'll take that. Hit him with the old Stomposaurus. Without Virtua Fighter, we wouldn't have Tekken. Right, indeed.
Ready, go!
No tap. Nice.
Knockout!
What's virtual fighting? Fighting in a virtual reality space. Tekken is also virtual. Did you know?
Ready, go!
Good. Not the right combo! Not the right combo. I messed up the wrong combo because I don't practice the right combos. Let's guarantee this.
Ready, go!
Good job with the drop kick. Ooh! That pause was the best. No, that was Tekken. Oh boy! What's going on in the
Always get that pole
Virtua Fighter
position.
was first versus Tekken? Who cares who was first? It's a matter of whether or not people like the game, you know? Come on, man. There's no use battling over menial stuff like that. Come on, just enjoy video game. Tekken is also virtual. Come on, man. No need to get your panties in a twist over what came first. It was Tekken. Now it was Virtua Fighter. Nobody cares about that stuff, man. It's all about in the now. Is the game good now? Guinness World Record book is wrong. It's wrong. I love it.
I'll give it 100%.
No, I haven't played Fighting in about 2 weeks.
Ready, go!
Alright, that's 5, isn't it? Ugh. Alright, that's possible.
Knockout!
Now, what mod is this? As you can see, it's the final showdown mod.
Round 2. Ready, go!
The sensible decision, baby! Wake up backflip!
Round 3. Ready, go!
Wow, snap. That's such a good throw. What direction is it? It's a backflip, isn't it?
Round 4. Ready, go!
sure what was up with that internet connection. I spotted something.
Ready, go!
The forward throw. Well. Woo! That was slick. That felt good.
You can't beat me with
I
that.
feel so much calmer now. Many people don't trust the Nouveau. Yeah, it's better with the Nouveau. Agree. Indeed. Everything is better with the Nouveau. I can't wait to have my games rendered inaccessible in the near future. I can't wait because the servers go down and I have to wait for someone to patch it and they never do. I can't wait for that experience. I already had that experience back when GameSpy died. Man, what a great experience. I'm telling you, man. It's gonna be great. I can't wait for more games to go like Darkspore did. Remember Darkspore? Nobody does. But I remember. I remember Darkspore.
Let's talk more action.
The Nouveau is running while you're playing the game? I don't want lag. No.
I won't go
Oh,
easy
snap.
on you.
Good old desert mission. Ugh. This one's bad. If VF5F5 is still sustained, it'll probably have the Nouveau. Knowing how what's it called? Sega have been, it'll probably actually have the Nouveau.
Round two.
Yeah.
Ready, go!
The smartest decision. The smartest decision. I'd just stick to VF3 TV. But would you be able to play it online? That's the question. Playing it online is the way to go.
Ready, go!
Get whipped. You're gonna throw all the time, huh? Get thrown. Who are you playing via free TV with? My cousins and friends. If via 5 came to the Nouveau with PC, I'd just wait, pirate it, and find a way to play it online. He has some strong words to say about good old the Nouveau. Good old the Nouveau. I never thought I'd say it like that in my entire life. Let's go get the claw costume. Same. I would support a new VF on PC even if it was on like Origin. Oh! Origin? Are you for real? Origin? Oh my god, Origin! You have, oh my, I got Dead Space on Origin and I have never ever wanted to like just get rid of it. But then again, I could just pirate it anyway. I legally own it. Just remove Origin.
Give it 100%.
They'll probably remove it from the game library later on and find a way to play it online. Ugh, it's Origin, man. That's some strong words. Origin. Clockwork, indeed.
Round two. Ready, go!
Now the old frame touch. Ah, that's a guaranteed goes well on tech. Boom. Right there, guaranteed on tech.
Round three. Ready, go!
In that throat. into the guard break as well. Into the guard break. Ah, yeah, that's right. If you do a guard, look at it. If you do guard there, get guard break or mid strike. I like how sharp your stick marks are. Only the best. Only the best. Only the best stick mashing sounds on the planet. Now we've got one guy left up in here, and all he's gonna do is control the knob. I don't think another VF will ever come out. And you know, I would actually agree with you there. I think the guys who are, what's it called, doing all the AM2 stuff, they don't know what to do to make VF better. They really don't. They're out of ideas. They have no clue what to do with VF. VF as a brand has no direction. And it never had direction from the very beginning. I think another will come out, but it'll be a long time until that happens. It's already been a long time. It has already been a long time. I'm certain more VF will happen, but I do agree they're not sure what to do with it. Like, think about it, yeah? It's a film, well, it's a game based off Kung Fu film, but never had one as the basis. It never really had any one, like, aesthetic to join everything together. It was just every Kung Fu film without any character as to what it would be. They just put a Kung Fu film because that's what the films did, right? Like, you've got the Chinese master, the Western flashy guy, and all that stuff here. You've got the generic stereotypes of, what's it called? VF. Of martial arts films, yeah? A generic characters, yeah? Characters with no plot. None whatsoever, yeah? You try and, follow the plot of characters, and you'll never come across the plot of the characters in the game. So they got no story. They're just, so they're generic and they got no story, yeah? Like, look at Alan Schneider, yeah? Alan Schneider, when you put him in, Street Fighter EX, he was a karate character, you know? He was a karate character. He did the shoryu, he had the fireball, he had the double kicks, generic as any other guy, yeah? But then you hear that guy yelling at the top of his voice, going, "Oh, get it!" Like throwing his head so far back, yeah? You see him throw his head so far back, yeah? And he's got all that loud stuff. Oh my god. And the guy's already gone? Man. I guess it's live fast or die trying now. Nobody else seems to want to jump on right now. Hang on, have I got anyone? Nope. Nobody seems to want to jump on at this moment. I was summoned for a Tekken tournament. Jeez Louise, these guys are getting out of control. Summoning me for a Tekken tournament. For what purpose? Chun-Li and Lao Chan are unique. No, they're not. Chun-Li is the drunken master from the film, The Drunken Master. Lao Chan is every Chinese Kempo master. Everyone. Jeffrey McWild is unique too? No, he's that one. Remember that one guy from all those demonstration films, yeah? Remember that one guy? So Lao Chan is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Yeah. Like, they used his design as well for what's it called? They used his design for what's it called? That one guy in Shenmue! Don't forget. He's the same guy! He's the same guy! They used the same basic design. It's like Ryo as well. He's, what's that? Akira. He's the same guy. Ugh, no good. They're the same guys. The best fighting game is Super Gem Fighter. Okay, you give some good arguments, yeah? N2 has been kind of slacking in the visual department, which is not to say they look bad, but it doesn't scale to how great their gameplay is. What you're trying to say, my man, is you're trying to say they lack style. That's what you're saying. They lack style. They've got grace, but they've got no style. Like, VF doesn't have, like, a critical hook to its visuals that bring you back. It's got the gameplay that brings you back. Because you got the gameplay, and it's beautiful. Refined to a mirror sheen. Refined like a razor, folded 1,000 times tier gameplay, yeah? But then you look at the style, and it looks hella whack. Even with these customizations. This game doesn't have, like, a style to call its own. It's just a fighting game, if you will. It's the fighting gamer's fighting game. You think Vanilla looks better than this?
100%.
Vanilla looks better than FS in some regards. Gotcha. Whoops. No punish. I'm main Hisenku in this year. Man, who did I mean? I used to mean Sakura.
Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout.
VF5 FS looks like an early PS360.
Round 3. Ready, go!
I'd say make VF1, 2, and 3 still hold up pretty well. I'd say VF1 and 2 hold up more than VF3 does.
Round 4. Ready, go!
I'd say so. I don't like VF Remix. I don't like the visuals. The visuals are okay. VF Remix has been jank though. The visuals are okay for the game. It's just they're too simple. They're too simple. Yeah, not crazy about VF Remix myself. I think the visuals in the game look fine. It's just I don't know, they're not as charming. That's the problem. The VF1 visuals, they're hella charming. VF1 visuals are so charming. Like, they're nothing short of, what's it called? Nothing short of iconic. Nothing short of it. You see a VF1 model and you can tell it's VF straight away. It's not like it's not like the old Tekken models on PlayStation where you see a Tekken model, yeah? It could be any game. It could even be Metal Gear for all you know. They don't really have a unique style to them. As in, the characters have unique style, which is what gets you to remember them. But the style of models? No way!
Ready, go!
Ah, that's right. What's it called? That's a frame trap? The crouch punch is a frame trap as well? Potentially? I gotta learn.
Ready, go!
I'll just bide my time.
Round
The neutral throw. So 90s VF games had direction. All of them were an exclusive and album with those with this guy's voice. Oh crap. Okay. Ah, the neutral throw. HD VF 10th anniversary just slaps textures on top of the characters, don't move their mouth. Yeah. We could get into all the characters. But VF 10th anniversary is good for what it is, yeah? It's a throwaway mode on the American edition of VF. What's going on? Nope, mate. There's nobody else here. Nobody else here right now. Never mind, we'll start for players right now. Takenboku voices Kage. Oh, we'll stop. We got someone else in here. Might as well keep this VF train going. Made Kage 10 times. He voiced. And Kage is already amazing. He's okay. He's a jiu-jitsu practitioner. Kage is also meme material. But why have there been no Kage memes? A lot of these tunes are really good because you can just do them and they are natural knockdowns. But Japanese tools are better when you get them at the core. Ah, I'm side turn, so that's plus 10. I forget this game actually has a side turn game that alters the data of frames. So yeah, it's a pretty easy and simple game. Woo! Slick.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Yeah, you just keep holding guard and praying that something happens, but unfortunately you just fuzzy it, man. There's gotta be a way to reliably break the guard. Or maybe I'm just picking the wrong character for me. Who knows? Let's get people moving. Somebody else is here now. More throws, bud. Jackies are pretty good. from what I heard from someone else, they're pretty trash, actually. Someone said anyway. But then again, I'm always doing the same throw, isn't it? God! I'm always doing one throw. It's always the back one. Ah, I need to do more throws. Thanks for the pointing, man. Let's see how well horseplay handles. So I was able to beat him once. So I guess I did something in my 2-week absence from VF. As a matter of fact, technically it's been 3 weeks I've been absent from VF. 6 PG! Alright. Oh, 6 pence. Yeah, hold on. Let me get that from my wallet. So what's it called? 1, 2, 3. On the top. Hang on, let me get my numpad out for that one. Alright, yeah, 6 PG. Alright, 6 PG. Oh yeah, that's right. That's his forward throw. So his forward and back throws don't leave side turn. Just escape. Man. Could have just said forward or back throw. So much easier. Forward and back throw, man. Forward and back. Kind of talk in English. Man, I can't believe I'm forgetting a lot of the English. But then again, that's what happens when you don't play fighting games for about 2 weeks. You forget all that stuff. I took a break after the last thing so I could figure out the next direction where we should go for this server. But I've drawn a blank right now. I don't know. We've got the guys on the computer and the guys on the 360. But we can only really choose one of them. We can only really choose one. But who's it gonna be? I don't. Who told you his throws are bad? Or maybe I was looking at another character. But they're less than ideal. By themselves, they aren't. But his damage makes them good. That's what he's saying. Yeah. Here's Wall Combo City. All right. So the guy is there giving me the advice. I will try to keep the advice in check. That's a thing. Take the neutral. Oh, I crushed it. That's a funky maneuver, even though he's done it before. Oh, he just hit me right under 2P.
Round 2. Ready, go!
What the? Did you see that?
Knockout!
Did you see that? Did you see that range on the throw? That was crazy! That was crazy! I'm saving that.
Ready, go!
Good. Now the guard break. How would you feel if they set out VF6 for a few more years and made fighting back the stream? I would feel neutral. I don't particularly hold any strong attachment. I don't hold any strong. FV would be pretty popular nowadays. Dude, Fighting Vipers wasn't popular back when it launched. It's never been popular. There's no hope of that game being popular. Well, actually, there's more hope of that being popular than there is of VF being popular, which says a lot about VF as a series. VF has no appeal outside of its gameplay. And the problem is, what's it called? All the stuff, the problem with Asmath, yeah? VF has a problem with a lot of things when you think about it. People are dying to play VF. There they are, but the guys at the head, the guys who made the series, don't know what to do with it anymore, because all the stuff that Because it's been left in the dust, ironically enough.
Round one. Ready, go! Excellent!
Turning up the heat, huh? Especially since most of these now are out and out trash. You still got 5K if you like the old. Also, what makes you say that most of them are trash?
Not bad.
The double XL? People are whining about not having VF to play, but they don't bother playing VFS or the other games. That is also a good point.
Round three.
People don't play them. We have to get people playing the old games. I think they just whine about not having VF6. That is actually a pretty good point. I think we should change this. I think our next project should be the PC crowd. Think about it, yeah? Yet everyone moans that there's no VF on PC, but there is VF on PC. So our next focus should really be to start streaming sessions for, what's it called? People on computer. It makes sense. The market is starved for free. I think a new one would get a lot of attention just for being 3D. It would get a lot of attention for being the only 3D fighter not being made by Namco on the market. Because Namco basically, in this time, have a monopoly on it. Namco are the only people making 3D fighters still. And no, Guilty Gear isn't a 3D. It's a 2D game using 3D graphics, like Street Fighter 5. Real talk, if VF6 dropped tomorrow, it wouldn't even break 1 million outside of Japan. Japan will carry VF on the back forever. Man, you see that turnaround? I'm not sure about that. I think Sega will market it better than they used to. But what are they got? What's the critical edge? What's the edge of the marketing? What's the critical crux of the marketing? Well, critical crux, that's a bit redundant, but what would be the critical edge of the marketing? What would be the thing that makes it stand out in the eyes of people? I forgot to save the replay while I got that crazy throw range. Sorry, my people are dying for a new VF. Yeah, people want new VF. Even Aris has pulled out one for VF. Loads of people pulled one out for VF. And all the people that used to play VF are now moving away from VF. It's no one cares for old games. That's true. People care less and less about old games unless they're real classics. Like, it depends on the game. It really does. Like, people still care about Third Strike. Third Strike's old. By your logic, nobody should care about Third Strike. But people do.
Knockout.
Third Strike is cared about. We're caring about this game, so obviously, you know, all old games don't get the I don't care about it accolade. It's just the kind of game you are, and a lot of other factors too. Like, what was, if we were to put down, like, Third Strike pretty much took off as a fighting game again after being dormant, after being one of the most disliked fighting games in years. Yeah, because of the Daigo parry. Marvel has the Wong factor. Everyone, like, people know about Justin Wong's comebacks, you know? People know about those. Like, what's it? Even Mortal Kombat's just a moving comic book, yeah? Like, old games get cared about. People still care about Marvel 2. People still bring out their Dreamcast to go play it. You know? People care about old games. Like, as an example of a non-multiplayer one, people still care about Silent Hills 1, 2, 3, and 4. People care about them. People care about Stalker. Even though Stalker doesn't really have a multiplayer component. Stalker's over 10 years old now. The franchise is over 10 years old. Started out like, what was it, 2008? or something like that. Right, that means it's about 10 years old. It's a franchise. And people still care and mod the games to this day. Just because your game is old doesn't mean nobody cares for it, man. You gotta care about this stuff. It's the community that's gotta care. I wouldn't be hosting these streams if I didn't enjoy VF. Sega of US doesn't know how to market games that aren't Sonic. Sega of US doesn't know how to market games, period. Sonic is a name that sells itself. You don't have to market it. I didn't really say nobody cares. I didn't say nobody cares. You just said no one cares for old games. I can read your comment right there. Don't pull a fast one on me, buster. I can see it in the chat log. They've gotten better. Look at Yakuza's sales recently. Yeah, they picked up kind of. Oh, they barely know. Yeah, the horse plays right. They don't even know how to advertise Sonic.
Ready, go!
Oh, I got clipped by the last hit. Boom.
Excellent!
Gotta remember that, folks. Good old side counter hits. But this game is easy to learn. Secondly, the market is not starved for 3D titles. Ugh. Is this on Room Match? Yes. Tekken 7 sales were great. Soul Calibur 6 would be fantastic. Lamar, I did say that, but I don't mean it literally. The guard breaks. Yeah, guard breaks. I wonder why Tekken doesn't have them. I guess it's because people complain about guard breaks being in the face. You know? Nothing showing up. That's because the game's in progress. I'll stop the clock. Don't worry, I'll get you in. I'm still neutral on Soul Calibur 6. Namco's done stuff with Soul Calibur for decades, and I'm not ready to forgive that. Bro, this game is easy. It's easy to play, but it's insanely difficult to master. Hey, just gonna say hi. Everyone says this game is easy. And then you've got the other guy saying this game requires a PhD to learn. The only thing is, yeah, people want SC6 is a cluster of effects and such. Who was that joker?
Ready, go!
I think Soul Calibur 6 is gonna be bad. Boom! And lackluster sound design. The biggest problem I have is that the graphics are washed out, all kind of non-colorful.
Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout!
Yeah, Dreamcast SC has more color. I'm with you. Soul Calibur has washed out colors since the 4th. So the 6 would be probably not big, but I think it'll be better than 3.5. But that's not a high bar! Yeah, I guess that ain't a high bar though. That's not a high bar. That's a very low bar. That's actually pretty terrible. So now it'll be only better than those games. They brought more color back in SC5, but it's not as much as SC3.
Knockout!
I think SC5 looked amazing. 4, I never played it. The thing is, it looks good because of the model quality. The model quality is through the roof. But the color, the range of colors on screen at once are pretty poor. That's the problem. The range of colors is poor. Yeah. Soul Calibur always actually. It's been at the forefront of graphical fidelity in video games. It's been at the forefront. Man, boat level up. The cast in 5 is horrifically poor. Soul Calibur 6's cast seems to be pretty good. It is pretty beautiful. You know, the funny thing is, we're not even talking about VF, and we're a VF stream. We're talking about Soul Calibur. But then again, it's the newest fighting game on the market right now, and that's coming out. It's the big one, you know. We gotta talk about it. The roster won't make a great game, though. The roster won't make a great game. What will make a great game is the actual systems behind it. And the systems behind it are almost the same as in Soul Calibur 5. And Soul Calibur 5 was garbage because of the systems in play. Soul Calibur 2 was more than... Everyone keeps saying that Soul Calibur 6 feels like SC2, and I'm utterly baffled how they think this. SC2 was more than just...
Round 1.
The thing is, SC2 was crazy fast. They hold SC2 up as the Great Barrier of... Is that Splash Mountain? We getting Splash Mountains up in here? And again?
Knockout.
God, that throw is pretty cool. I like Splash Mountain. I never cared about Soul Calibur 2. Splash Mountain, indeed. Splash Mountain is a cool throw. You gotta duck it, man. You gotta 2P it. You gotta 2P. Get out. For me, Soul Calibur. Everyone has their favorites. Everyone has their favorites. I thought there was a decent. You gotta duck it. You gotta duck it. No bot. Really? That's some more Akira Yuki and Denkeki Bunko. That's all Akira Yuki and Denkeki Bunko. But who's that? We're gonna be the only people left playing that game, man. That game is about as alive as this one is, man. You gotta actually go looking for things and stuff, yeah? You gotta look for the people to play it. I wish it wasn't the case. Go put on these clothes. I like clothes. My favorite is Soul Calibur 3. It probably would have been a very nice fighter, Soul Calibur 3, if it wasn't bugged to high heaven. Don't forget, yeah, the glitch that allows you to get into a better position if you get thrown. A little bit of health you exchange in exchange for better positioning. I love Soul Calibur 3 for how busted it is.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Look.
Knockout.
There's a scene there's a scene in Japan for Denkeki Bunko. And there's a scene in Japan for Virtua Fighter 5. I know Showdown.
Ready, go!
Stomp. It's a low. The toe stop. I always forget about lows in this game because I never use them.
Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout.
Let's talk about VF1 glitches. What one?
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout.
And the PC one where you can do funky combos on the ground. I don't believe this. Do you believe this? I don't believe that. But I'll keep the old friends on actually. down punch over and over again. I played a lot of VF4 and PS2 alone. Feels bad. Didn't we all? VF4 sold 2 million US units in the No, it sold both VF4 and VF4 Evo sold over 2 million units worldwide.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout.
I was gonna say 2 million units of VF in the US sounds high. It would imply that it sold more worldwide.
Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Ooh, that was close. Then Vanilla VF5 was bad and no one cared for Final Showdown because the number was still 5 even though it was basically VF6. If the next VF is good, it'll be popular again. I think. That's the big thing. We all think. But the problem is there's so much stuff that has to be done to make VF good. There's a lot of from the ground up tier stuff that needs happening in order for VF to truly be great again. There's a lot of stuff that needs to change. A lot of stuff. It depends. You're right, it does depend. VF needs style. The bar has been raised for fighters a lot, thanks as in for all the slack we give Mortal Kombat 9, it really did raise the bar in a lot of aspects.
I'll give it 100%.
VF5 Final Showdown was also not physical as well. It was just about one.
Ready, go!
I got the watch sumo grab. Get off me. Get off me. Vanilla VF5 was more like Final Tune version 2. That's the problem. The VF to 4 to 5 jump was so minor. The jump was so minor that if you weren't a fan of VF, if you weren't really a fan of VF and you played 4 and then 5, like, you know what I mean? If you weren't a fan of the game and you just like, what's this new game gonna sell me? What's this new Virtua? This Virtua Fighter is now got the big 5 on it. It's the new version. What's it gonna bring? And then what does it bring? It brings the same game it brought before with 2 new faces and some funky visuals. Funky visuals don't make a great game. Funky visuals make a game look good. They don't make a game great. They make a game good, look good. Looking good isn't the same as being good. You gotta make that distinction real clear. Now visuals are what brought me to VF. Yeah, because look at it, man. It looked spectacular at the time. Now it doesn't look so spectacular. It looks like it's been surpassed. Uneven stages, block animations, eyeball tracking. That stuff was great for the time, but does it make it great now? It did. I think it was the F460 version.
I'll give it 100%.
Right. VF TBD is the game with the most improvement.
Go ahead,
It's the
knock
most
yourself out.
different. It's the most experimental. Not necessarily the best one. Not necessarily the best one. I mean, also an amazing soundtrack. I wouldn't call it amazing. I'd call it a soundtrack. Ooh, bad whip punish.
Excellent! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout!
Unreal Engine is trash. It wasn't. Yeah, most FG use it because it's easy to use. It's easy to
Me with
use.
that?
Why wouldn't you use an easy to use engine? Why wouldn't you? The engine is there. The license is cheap. The license is basically free. The license is free. The license costs nothing. Why wouldn't you use it? It makes sense to use it. My fighting games now aren't so good. But it's important to say not they aren't so good, but why aren't they good? You can say anything isn't good, yeah? I could say VF isn't good. But nobody would give me any thought or consideration unless I was able to say why I could say it, yeah?
Ready, go!
Now I could say, meterless parries and third strike are something that really balks the game balance because it makes good anti-airs worthless in just a second. So what's he saying, that VF needs a meter bar and supers? Who said anything about that? No way. Aesthetics aren't as good in many now. Aesthetics can't sell a game anymore. Like we're past the point, yeah, where minor graphical improvements, like eye tracking and all volumetric form, that's all doable. You could do that all on a modern PC, and the PC will look better than even the arcade. So the arcade doesn't even have the visual part to it. Like, think about it. What does VF have in terms of visuals other than it looked nice for the time? Like, Crysis has come out, and Crysis doesn't just look nice for the time. It looks nice forever. Like, good concept stuff has kept the game alive. It's kept the game looking nice to this day. People still look at it and they still think it's nice. Sure, there's been Crysis 2 and 3 which have come out now. Crysis is a meme, and that's why it's good. It's a legitimately good game. It is a legitimately good game. We need to make a VF a meme related to the quality like Crysis. But the problem is, there's no point. It doesn't work. You can try and make the meme all you want, but it doesn't work. The whole meme about can it run Crysis was because no computer at the time could run Crysis at full capacity. Crysis wasn't just the game, it was the benchmark. You bought a computer and you pirated it. Bought Crysis to test your computer to see if it could run Crysis at more than 2 frames a second. You wanted to see those visuals for yourself. I think I said sell a game, but the branding comes first. In a lot of regards, there is a need for VS Code. It's not deep. It's so deep you may never master it. But nobody cares about a game that nobody can master. If nobody can. It's like there's hidden supers in Marble Tree, yeah. Nobody cares about them. Nobody's been able to find them. Nobody cares. Like they're just there. You gotta go through some obscure inputs to find them. Who's bothered to do any of that? Nobody is. And you can't just put good gameplay to look at it. You can't just put good gameplay on the back of a box. That is true. You cannot put gameplay on a box. You can sell a demo, but you can't put gameplay on a box. Most of VF memes are hugely negative for its exposure. They scare people off. And what are you gonna do? Because those memes are made by the people who have actually played the game. VF is easy, but why is it easy? Is it easy to remember a situational combo for when you're halfway across the wall and how you need an offensive step in order to get the most amount of damage from it, and then after you've offensive step you gotta do double dragon into the bound, into the wall splat, into the second bound, into the next move? Like, does that sound easy? Does knowing that you have a low poke that gives a wall combo at this particular angle, at this particular size, at this particular angle, you know what I mean? If you're on open stance, you get this combo. If you're on close stance, you don't get that combo, but you get this combo instead. Does that sound easy? That's a lot of stuff to manage. Like, people don't say it requires a PhD or whatever. They don't say it's difficult for no reason. They say it's difficult because there is a reason. Take a breath, indeed, man. But they don't say it's, difficult because it's not difficult. They say it's difficult because there's some stuff in the game that is legitimately difficult. Even Street Fighter V is way harder than VF. But at the end of the day, VF Street Fighter has less moves. You're doing the same. You do some stuff that's different in that game. But you do other stuff that isn't so different. Like, you have less moves. You have less moves to worry about, so you have less stuff. There are less situational combos. Like the most situational, oh man, I got a big guy over here. I gotta do that. I can get one extra hit or something. Being harder doesn't make Street Fighter V better. That's right. But being harder doesn't make it better. But being worse, again, it doesn't mean much at the end of the day. If a game's harder, a game's harder. Now what happened to what's it called? First player? He died. Let's see if we can get him back in here. I'll stop the clock for now. Not anymore. SFV hard? Don't kill me. They made it easier for scrubs. And is there a problem with that? I don't, to be honest. I don't like what they did with the Street Fighter brand by doing it that way. I gotta leave for a few. I'll probably be back before the stream ends, alright. But there's a reason why they did it, And it's because it's gonna make the moolah. It's not just because they made it easier for scrubs. It's not just because of that. They want people to buy the game. If people are gonna buy a game and then eventually what happens is they're gonna learn how to play the game and stuff before they play it, who's gonna stick around? Just make it easier. That's what they did. I have no problem with easier fighting games. I honestly have no problem with it. Like, you can have an easy game, a hard game, and who cares, As long as there's different games for different audiences, I'm a happy man. Fighter is great for newcomers. Everyone has a similar playstyle, and even if you lose, you look cool. Yeah, nobody's got a problem with this yet. Like, Fighter Z is a perfect example of a simple fighting game with a new IP that hasn't sullied the name of any existing fighter. It's just a new fighting game. Nobody's complaining that it's been made for scrubs or whatever, because at the end of the day, some guy's gonna make a game for scrubs, and it's like, okay. As long as it's not execution heavy, then it's easy. Like, the hard part but VF is easy. Yeah, the one frame knee is easy. Doing flash sword kick is easy all the time. You gotta do it all the time. Doing some of the contact grabs is easy. Dude, some of the stuff in the game is pretty darn hard. Like, we can all say it's simple, and it's like, nothing's gonna beat the multi-throw escape. But we're looking at a game with the legacy of the multi-throw escape. Execution is not fun to learn. It depends. Like, Tekken is a game that has a pretty high execution barrier for a lot of stuff, but it gets away. VF is easy and fun, but VF isn't flashy. What makes a fighting game is to do with different mindset. the key part of any fighting game, apart from its system underneath, is appearance and character. Like the fighting game, fighting has to look fun. Yeah, fighting's gotta look fun. Lao's moves look cool to me, but that's all they are. They just look cool to you, but they're not flashy to everyone. You play what's it? Shundi, his moves look cool too. Okay, I at least won a round. I got one of my launches. Don't worry, man. Every little bit helps. You don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, I'm pretty happy that I was able to get some rounds of Diabolimo. Yeah, he's a tough cookie. Well, I enjoy fighting him. I don't mind fighting him. Yeah, I don't mind losing. I don't mind winning. Yeah, it's all part and parcel of fighting games. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. It's all a game. That's all. Yeah, no quarrels. I got no quarrels. I gotta host this lobby with a straight face all the time. Onita's been a great help. In real talk, I think in terms of style.
Ready, go!
Not bad. Not bad.
Knockout!
There is no DOA 6, not yet, but I like DOA 5. Fair enough. DOA 5 is fun and simple, but the FGC will give it the time of day.
Ready, go!
VF does it. They think it's a silly titty fighter and nothing else. Or, you know, some people have legitimate grievances with the game, you know?
Round 3. Ready, go!
I'm out of my league right now. Completely out of it. What I need to do is I need to get even better at the game to stand a remote chance of doing anything.
You won't stay on your feet.
And that's the best part about VF. You're not gonna look cool if you're getting your ass whooped. So it makes everyone else who's doing better look nicer, make them feel better about themselves. You can't run home and do the story mode or whatever because there's no story mode. Either get good at the game or you go. VF does not like people who casually enjoy fighters. You get good or you go home. And right now, when there's even less players, you're gonna find all the greats still playing the game, and all the people that would, what's it called, start up, yeah? Where are they gonna come from? Where are they gonna go? They're not gonna learn the game casually by themselves, by playing among themselves. No way. Because they're just gonna get their ass whooped, and then it's gonna be like, alright, you got your ass whooped. Yeah? That's the secret to getting there. You just keep losing until something works. And that's the best part about VF, is you can only sell people's land. Like, I have no problem with VF, yeah? I got no problem with getting my ass whooped, yeah? But now, what's happening here is like, you lose, yeah? And that's all you can sell people VF. If you're not doing well at VF from the get-go, that's it. You gotta actually learn to play the game. You can't just do something and have it look cool, because then you're gonna get some other guy who's gonna stop you. And what else are you gonna do? You're gonna play another mode and like relax? No way! What other mode is there? There is fighting, and there is fighting. The only mode available is the one-on-one versus fighting. There's no team battle, nothing casual about it. It's not like in What's It Cool. Arguably in What's It Cool. Right, but VF is sneaky fast, yeah. I love how VF is so strike focused instead of combat focused. Nothing else on the current market has combat like that. Nothing else will. Because combos are flashy. Single moves aren't so funky. Single moves don't look that flashy. No, these are combos and air jump. Combos, that's the reason why they made the combo system longer in VF. That's the reason why the whole bound system was introduced into Virtua Fighter. To make the combos look flashier. They made the combos look flashier, so like people would be impressed when looking at the game. I struggle so much on blocking those freaking gears. I guess it's okay because there's a time and a place to block a low and attack him. There's a time and a place to block a low in Virtua Fighter. And it's when your back's near the wall, like 45 degrees from the wall, you know, just after the opponent's done a mid, and like you should have counterattacked but you didn't because you used the high and then you got hit by the low. Whoops! Combos in VF started to get insane in 3. They didn't start to get insane in 3 because they were simplified in 4. The combos were made longer, but not that much insane. They're not that insane in VF 3. But then again, I played Jackie where you just do knee into back. That's a fucking Teddy stand. I love that. Just hit it with the old teddy bear stand. Hand at the ground. Whatever. Now it's got some big combos. Indeed. You can bully that with you, man. It's a trial by fire, and that's the only way you're gonna play because all the other stuff you have. What do you think? Anyone wants to spend their time on stream getting their ass whooped in front of people? No way, bozo. Like, there's a certain kind of masochist that loves this kind of punishment. And that's me and you, kid. We're in this together. Also, we got a message. We should read it together. Ah, he's got a nice small room. Oh, bless him. He said thanks. He was appreciative of that. Brighten up my day. But man, I can't get mad playing this game. And generally, you can't get mad playing this game. This game is so nice. I just enjoy it at the base level. At the base level, I just enjoy it. It's just a game I just enjoy. Send him a message. Play Eileen. Be happy. Maybe I could do that. But man, as much as I'd love to say VF is great, it has flaws. And I think that people have largely neglected those flaws over the years. Even Sega themselves have neglected the flaws of VF over the years. Because again, I've said this about AM2. I've said this about even the guy Yu Suzuki. Very short-sighted individual when it comes to longevity. Oh, okay. I'll take that excellent. I'll take it.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Takedown stuff is pretty safe too, and people like it.
Round 3. Ready, go!
I didn't get him? Safe? What do you mean? Basically what VF5 was, no major technical advance.
Ready, go!
No, good and good graphics. Not like FF. The problem is, when you start adding just nice... Tekken 7 had something. It didn't have much change. It didn't move the engine and change the bound to the screw system, which some people like and some people don't. I'm pretty neutral on that thing, yeah? Especially with Kanye. Oh yeah, the Tekken 7 made some great quality of life improvements for the players. Like counter hits now have a distinctive sound. They now have a distinctive sound associated with them. It looks cool, but the problem is you gotta spend time to unlock it. And the thing is, you don't know how you're gonna unlock it when you're at the arcade. And when you're on the console, you don't know when you're gonna unlock it because you're stuck behind quest mode, behind so many random battles that mean nothing. Ah! It's simplified some things. Stuff like rage arts are really basic, brain dead. But they're really cool to viewers. They make the game look exciting. Something that VF hasn't done in years. VF hasn't looked exciting in years. I don't mind quest mode. Well, like, you look at VF now. It's a fighting game's fighting game. It's a fighting gamer's fighting game.
Ready, go!
Since when? Rage arts are disgusting. I don't like rage arts myself, but I do agree that they do make the fighting action look more exciting than if they weren't there. I don't like them. I don't like them because they're also a poorly balanced combat mechanic. They're a poorly balanced mechanic. When was the last time VF looked exciting? Back when it was at the forefront of technological progress. VF2 was the last one that really looked exciting. Because it was such a huge leap in quality from VF1 to VF2. VF3 arguably was less so of a big improvement. It's like you voted your watch as to win a match. Someone presses 3+4 and wins. Not necessarily that, but it's the fact that there's no other system in place to balance out the rage art mechanic. Let me get these guys going, yeah. Because, alright, let's look at, why? 3 had too much time. But we'll focus on, like, VF3, like, looking quote-unquote revolutionary in a moment, yeah. For now, we're going to focus on what could VF do for a comeback mechanic. Would it even fit VF? No! VF can't have a comeback mechanic. It's ingrained, like, VF has never had a comeback. VF never used to have hit scaling. There's no way you can put a comeback mechanic in VF and still maintain the purity of action that you have in VF. You have to make a system change. That's all that happens. I don't like comeback mechanics. But the thing is as well, if you made a comeback mechanic in VF, you'd have to balance it out well. And that's one of the big problems I have with, what's it called? Tekken 7 and the Rage Art. It's not a balanced comeback mechanic. And I'll explain it more. While these guys are going on, and while Death Note is racking up a few wins, yeah? The comeback mechanics are good at exciting newcomers, indeed. But I'll tell you one thing about the comeback mechanic of Street Fighter 4. And this is actually a testament to how well designed Street Fighter 4 was, despite what many people would say to the contrary. As in, you look at Street Fighter 4, what does Street Fighter 4 have? It's got two main meters. You've got the Super Bar, and then you've got, what's it called, the Ultra Bar, yeah? When you use, what happens when you get an Ultra in Street Fighter 4? You get just the Ultra. Like, you can do some, you can get more damage off it and stuff, yeah? Rage is fine because it requires you to know your character? No, we're talking about Street Fighter 4 now, yeah? You got 1 meter, with the Ultra meter, and you only get Ultras from that. If your Ultra meter is full, you've only got an Ultra. And you can burn it on nothing else. You better pray to God that your conversion skills are on point in order to burn that, in order to get that Ultra to hit. You better pray that it's gonna hit. Yeah? Hang on, yeah? I'm gonna sit. Where's the other guy gonna jump in? I'm not gonna go up without it. I'll let him go. I'll let him go while I explain this. Yeah, also Street Fighter 4 as well. But I'll explain some of the genius in the game design right now. I'll explain some of it. Alright, yeah? So we've said that the Ultra Bar has only one thing attached to it. Only one. Just one thing. One. The Ultra. And if you burn that Ultra, and then you waste it, that's it. It's gone. Unless you, like, burned it when it was weak or whatever. It's gone, and you can't do it. And doing ultras out of the blue is super unsafe. And Tekken 7 is stuff. We'll talk more about that, yeah? But then let's look at the other bar as well. What do you get with the super bar compared to the ultra bar, yeah? When you fill up the super bar, like let's say the super bar and ultra bar are full, yeah? You get one move with the ultra bar. With the super bar, you get, what's it called? You get the super move. You get EX moves. You get focus attack dash cancel out of special moves, which cost me that. And you get red focus as well. That's 4 options. 4 options compared to the ultra bar's 1 option. I think there might even be more uses for like the super bar or whatever, but I didn't sit down and play Street Fighter 4 for that long. But there's 1 use for the super bar, but there's 1 use for the ultra bar, but there are 4 uses in Ultra Street Fighter 4 for the super bar. You are more dangerous because of those. Yeah, the fact of the matter is you get more options from a full super bar than you do from a full ultra bar. The super bar, to have it full, is more deadly than the ultra bar full. The ultra bar full, yeah, you lose a chunk of damage or whatever, yeah? But the super bar gives the opponent more options. You are rewarded more for beating your opponent's ass than you are for having your ass whooped. You get your ass whooped, you get 1 move. You do well, you get 4. 4 that you can burn at any time, and your opponent has to respect all 4 options, or else they're gonna eat mad damage in one form or another. But then, let's get back to Tekken, yeah? Let's get back to Tekken and the rage system. If you do well at Tekken, you just do well at Tekken, you know? That's it. But when you get rage, in Tekken 6, you get 25% more damage or something stupid like that. You are more dangerous with rage than without rage there. And then Tekken 7 comes around and introduces, yeah? Tekken 7 comes around and introduces the rage arc. So that's 2 options already. That's 2 options. Reader management matters and is skillful. Who cares if it's skillful? It's a reward for skilled play. Not what's it called, just, you know, something. It's a reward for skilled play. Like, you get the super and you get, what's it called? You get the super bar and it's your reward for doing well. But we cut back to Tekken 7, yeah? We've got to the fact that rage does more damage. Your moves do more damage. So even if you don't use the other options, you are more dangerous. Period. And then when they gave it more options, you became even more dangerous. Like from the bonus damage, you're more dangerous. Now you get the rage arc, which is like stupid. You get a full armored move. So now you have to play more in the defensive. The opponent's been rewarded for getting their ass whooped. Then you got the rage drive, and the rage drive is a full armor move. Full armor. Full armor. You can't throw him out of it when they start it. You can't hit him out of it when they start it. You can only pray to the gods that somehow your move crushes it if like you've done a move or whatever. Yeah? You can only pray to the gods. But even then, that's not always gonna work. Yeah? And then you get the rage drive, which is, depending on your character, can get some even cheaper stuff. Xiao Yu gets an unseeable low launcher. For what? For getting her ass whooped. That's more options for the opponent that gets their ass whooped than it is for the guy who's, you know, doing well. The guy who's doing well, his only option is just play Tekken, man. Outside of that, he's got nothing else. He's got no rage drive of Devil Jin you can't punish. Some rage drives are unpunishable. Some are safe on block. Goran's is safe on block. Alisa's is safe on block. Jin's is safe on block. They're safe on block. Yeah, sure, some of them have like better, some of them are more risk associated with getting into them or, you know, getting them a hit. But at the end of the day, you're still getting more damage. You're still getting more. Dragunov gets an even crazier running too. You just get more better stuff for doing worse. Like, you can make a comeback mechanic, but if there's nothing else to balance it out, you know, it's just garbage. Drag is buffed so much. He's got a full circular low poke. You can't step it. A full circular low poke.
You can't beat me with that.
Like, the thing, if there's a comeback mechanic that's gonna be introduced, in Virtua Fighter, it needs to be balanced properly. That's what needs to happen. It needs to actually be balanced properly. Taka-Arashi 2 has tracking. It still has tracking, yeah. It still has tracking. Like, it's a really good move because it's got crazy tracking, and Down 2 has crazy tracking for a low poke, and it's got some crazy plus properties on counter hit for some stupid reason. Some of the fighters' damage scaling raise is whack too. Yeah, there's no system to balance it out. So it's just whack. And I'm sick and tired of people just saying, dude, like, just like, if you're complaining about rage, like, just get good, man. Dude, there's a point where there's a point where it's like get good, yeah, like super media, yeah. Just get good. You get better, you get a super bar, you get super media yourself. Yeah? You can whoop their ass if you do better. Yeah. Some of the fighters is more of a fighter than Smash. Never letting that one go. That's true. But if VF was to have a comeback mechanic, it would have to have a system in place to actually balance out the comeback mechanic, like what Street Fighter 4 had. Like other games have introduced comeback mechanics, but they never balance it out properly. They place with it. Like again, Dead or Alive 5 is another example. Yeah, you get a power blow, a super powerful super move, yeah? A crazy powerful power blow, yeah? With multiple properties when your health gets reduced to half. Why? For what purpose? There's been a Sailor Moon fighter which is the most broken thing ever. For other reasons. We're talking about combat mechanics and how awful they are when done poorly. And why you need to actually balance your game around that mechanic in the first place. There's been so many games around combat mechanics. Like Reverse Rage and Soul Calibur sucks. Reverse Rage sucks. It just slows the game. Just slows the game onto a cool. Soul Calibur 5 sucks, and Soul Calibur 6 is gonna suck because it's making the same mistakes as Soul Calibur 5. My god, I can't believe it. I'm so sick of these guys making these kind of mistakes. It makes me livid. It makes me legitimately. For me, VF5 is perfect. Fair enough. If that was VF6, I'm glad VF is balanced. It's balanced in some ways and unbalanced in others. Like how it's stupid. Akira is stupid. Akira is really stupid. Go 14 frame guard break that beats Fuzzy Guard. VF6 needs guest characters like Yoda. If you're gonna have guest characters, you're gonna have guest characters. Whatever. You know, just make sure that's fucking whack.
Round 2.
SH6 has guts? Yeah, it does. It also has it's got reverse rage or guts. I call it reverse rage. Some people call it reverse rage. Some people call it guts. Some people call it orange health or yellow health. Yeah. It's got that. It gives meter. It gives a full bar of meter to people who have had their ass whooped. So if you get a whoop, yeah, like it's 2 rounds on, you get free meter. Yeah, that's there in the game.
Round 3.
Oh my god. Like super bar that. And also full movement on counter hit on movement. Yeah, that's another thing as well that what's it called? Soul Calibur has. Full counter hit on movement. What the? Ooh. I think VF6 needs many more female characters. It's a bit of a sausage. Probably. Like, at least you don't even have to like introduce that many females. Like you could just introduce a couple into the latest one, and just make sure that all the characters, they look like characters for a change. Like right now, they're just stereotypes. Like Jackie is a race car driver from America, so he has blonde hair and blue eyes and is very loud. Where's the thunder sound after Jackie's kick? Gone. Gone. Way too cheesy. Is that too cheesy? I kind of like it and I kind of don't at the same time. It's out of place. We already have Eileen, but we can just maybe a few more if we want it. I like VF design, but they're too bland. They're too bland. They've got no character of their own. At AMQ makes the characters so basic for casual players can understand them how they play as soon as they see them. But the problem is, you don't understand who they are. Like, you can make the characters look bland or whatever, yeah? But nobody cares about the bland characters. Nobody cares, man. But they're very early 90s. They're not even 90s anymore. They're dated. They're bland. Like, Wolf Hawkfield looks like any other wrestler. He wears the wrestler trunks. He's got the face paint like some wrestlers do. Nothing really, you know, makes him stand out. Jackie Bryant is a racer. And he looks like a racer. Except when you make him look like this.
Ready, go!
Knockout. Yeah, you just make people look bland. So you can make the customized stand out. But the customized doesn't stand.
Ready, go!
He has a PhD in kicking ass. Do you think people care about the lore of Kuban Panda? The story can be so important, but they do not think it is as big as a deal. It at least gives people something to get invested in, you know? Yes.
Yes.
Like, that's the big thing about story, is it gives something people to be, it gives something for people to get invested about.
Round 4. Ready, go!
It gives something for people to be, you know, hooked into at the base level. There's no story in VF. So what is there to get invested in? You can't get invested. Vancouver is one of the best SF characters. But there's nothing to get invested in. There is absolutely nothing. Why do you even use Jackie's 9K? Because I'm out of options. I've got no idea what I'm doing anymore. And this game has proven to me that I've got no idea what I'm doing. And what's it gonna do to tell me? You got whooped. That's it. But at the base level, there's nothing to get you hooked in. Like, with other fighting games, there is other stuff, you know? You should never use it. I'll probably find another thing as well that'll probably do nothing at the end of the day. Oops, it's in order for... Yeah, I'm just doing stuff right now. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's been 2 weeks since I played this game. I'm just playing the game now because it's effectively become a job that doesn't pay anymore. Almost. I wish it wasn't this case.
Knockout.
I'm surprised I was able to run one out of big. Say go ahead. Bro, just stop the room if you don't have fun. Is that it? But you don't understand! This game is enjoyable at the base level. Like, even though I'm doing like stuff that I shouldn't really be doing, like, it's still fun to see what'll work. And also, I have to talk with you guys. I have to keep up with what you're saying, man. How can I keep up with the footsies and the mind games and all that crazy stuff if I'm talking to people, man? VF fans to make VF Mania. I need to play more of this game. Yeah, everyone needs to, man. I even though like I'm getting my ass kicked here, and I make the complaint that it's basically a day job that doesn't really pay almost in some aspects. I'm still having a blast. I wouldn't have this game any other way. I'd be down for VF Mania. We would all be. We'd love a new VF. All of us, yeah? Look at that, yeah? All of us, like, me and Baystar are well over our heads here. We don't belong here, and this game is here to prove it to us that we don't belong here. The game is difficult to push people who want to play like nicely away. That's the best part about the game. It pushes people who don't want to play the game away. You want to invest in something else that isn't the main fighting game? Get lost, kid. Only people who enjoy the versus fighting are allowed here. That's both its best aspect and its worst aspect at the same time. Like, if you're absolutely new to this, yeah, you gotta keep in mind that there's guard breaks, there's counters, there's lows, there's mids and stuff. This game is 6 years old. And it's based off an 11-year-old engine. There are tons of good players until 2015. Where did they all go? They left because there's nobody left to play. But the guys playing VF, the guys playing Street Fighter 3, they're still playing. But why? There were tons of players. Used to be. We could just like learn the ropes gradually. And that's one of the things I enjoy about one. That's the thing that makes one-on-one matchmaking in like these kind of games good. Think about it. There's moments, yeah. I'll give him one more try. Oh, is he? Is he stepping down? SFE is dead though. But the game still gets tournaments. No one has fun playing it. People have some fun playing it, man. What's the difference? No? What's the difference? Is that there's money! There's money! There is money. You play Street Fighter 5, you get dough. There's a reason why the Japanese call it Duty Fighter 5. You play it and you get money. Like, if you stream Street Fighter 5, people are gonna want to watch you. People are gonna pay money so you keep playing this trash game so people can watch your soul depart from you as a wonky hitbox comes your way, yeah? You play the game at tournaments, there's a potential for huge prize pools. You know? Everyone makes fun of Street Fighter 5, but Street Fighter 5 pays the bills. Does Virtua Fighter pay the bills? No way! People stop playing it because it doesn't pay the bill. Like, first of all, you need to have a capture card in order to stream the game, yeah? It doesn't pay the bills at all. Street Fighter 5 is still exciting because we know it has years of content like that too. Look, years of tournaments on the horizon, yeah? What's gonna come and displace it? But dude, VF5 found a shooter. SFE doesn't pay the bills, but why are people still going to tournaments over it, man? Why aren't people going to all the VF tournaments? Why aren't people starting up the VF tournaments? But the content that it comes out for is SFE. SFE had the biggest prizes. Yeah, and the biggest prizes are evil. It's not just any fighting game, it's these fighting games, effectively. Like, you might not be guaranteed to make money out of it, but you're gonna do something with it, man. Bro, 8 people get paid for tournaments. And then there's the sponsorships too, don't forget. People get paid to go to these tournaments. These people get the money to go to them. You know? They get given money by these big ass sponsorships to go to these tournaments, to play this one game. Why do people play the games just to pay the bills if they don't like the game they play? To pay the bills! Why do people play the games just to pay the bills? To pay the bills. If they don't like the game they play, they gotta play this game to pay the bills. GG's, guys. Thanks. Because even if the game is not fun to play, if paying people is a waste. But the important thing about it is, it pays the bills. Like, whatever way can I put it? Esports makes the hobby a job. Like, what's it called? Yeah? VF doesn't pay the bills. Nobody's getting sponsored to play Virtua Fighter. And all the people who stream Virtua Fighter don't make the moolah from it. I can tell you that much, because I certainly don't. But anyways, It's always fun to play. There's better ways to pay the bills. I think more people like Street Fighter 5 than not. Fighter Z is pretty popular, but not as big as. But not many big Street Fighter 5 players are moving to it because they want to pay the bills. Yeah, but some people are retarded. Because DBS said it's a different kind of game. You need to get the rock paper. You need to get the paper and the scissors. I like VF, yeah. They just need to release a new Street Fighter. I mean, and why would somebody that earns all money playing already Street Fighter 5 drop it for another game? Yeah, that's the thing. Like if you drop playing Street Fighter 5, you drop all the money that comes with the game. It's not just it's not like unfortunately this isn't the good old days when nobody cared about making money and people just wanted to play the video game. Capcom have effectively made it a job to play Street Fighter. It's not just that SFB exists. I mean, you know what makes me mad? It's not just that SFB exists. It's that USF4 got replaced. It's that it was still good. I'll stand by it was still good myself. I didn't play much of it, yeah. But it's from what I've seen, people say it, is that it's not Street Fighter 5. So we're doing better. We're doing better. I never liked 4. To each his own. Not everyone likes every fighting game under the sun. Like, I don't like the fighting game Ring of Destruction Slam Masters 2. I just don't like it. 5-button fighters don't do it for me. Why SF would just go with another Third Strike or a new Alpha? Why? Because unfortunately, the guys who made those games aren't there.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Yeah, don't use that. Don't use it. I believe a new Virtua Fighter with a AAA package could be popular. Maybe. It really does depend. It depends on the presentation and the marketing.
Ready, go!
It depends. So, Rachel Arts make action technical sense. They need to compromise. They cancelled VF6 twice because it wasn't innovative.
Ready, go!
Boom. Man, what dark power do we need to do to kill SFB and replace it with the new Sailor Moon game? I'd be a would develop a problem, but I don't know. Nobody knows what happened.
Ready, go!
I don't have a low crushing maneuver. I gotta get used to that. No gimmicks.
I'm number 1.
No gimmicks. But if I play Tekken 7, I can play a game with gimmicks. And if I can out gimmick someone, at least I can have some fun using the gimmick, you know? But this, no gimmicks. Get them out of here. Namco stole 3D fighters. Now they're going for 2D? Dude, Namco are able to do whatever the hell they please. They've actually earned the right to do that stuff. Why do you not play Tekken 7? Because I can't play Tekken 7. I genuinely can't. Tekken 7 on PC has a huge memory leak that makes me unable to play the game.
Round 1. Ready,
So I genuinely can't play it. I wouldn't mind playing it every now and then, but I don't hate this game. But there's a lot of stuff in the game. If there's problems that are kind of not very obvious at first glance. Like the absence of defensive options. The absence of defensive options is the biggest fault of, what's it called? Dragon Ball FighterZ. Just because I'm criticizing Virtua Fighter doesn't mean I'm saying Virtua Fighter is bad. It's just Virtua Fighter doesn't have appeal in certain areas. Virtua Fighter isn't perfect. And the criticisms that I have against this game aren't me saying, you suck at the game, I should be playing Tekken 7, I'd rather be playing Tekken 7 right now, you know? It's none of that. It's that you can't do some of the stuff that you do in other fighters. What's it called? Tekken 7. If you're playing with Lauren, you're just like messing about. You just do the dragon sign cancel and mess with a few people. It's fun to do that. But in this, you're not gonna get far by abusing what's the name of that move? The side shuffle, yeah? You can't do that. You're not gonna get far with that. Not in this game anyway, because the system's designed around the polar opposite of that. You're not gonna get far just like abusing one particular gimmick. Because the system doesn't let you. You can't do some things in VF that you can do with VF3TB. Indeed, you can't use the evade. You can't use the evade maneuver. You can't out-gimmick people on their wake-up and get behind them for a free maneuver if they choose to do a wake-up kick. You can't do that. Not in this game. You can maybe abuse crouch dashing, but then you can do that in Tekken 2. Only problem. Same with 4. Only problem with those games is that they're not Tekken, ironically enough. All the stuff you're saying is, why can't I do this stuff in Tekken? Because what's it called? Tekken 3? VF3 is the most Tekken-like Virtua Fighter of them all. Many people... Street Fighter is the bottom of the fighting games as a whole. And it holds that position because it held such a grip on the arcades. Virtua Fighter did not have that, and neither did Tekken. My wish list of good arcade fighters to come back: new Darkstalkers, new Capcom vs Assassin's Creed, new Street Fighter Alpha, VF for PC. It's already here. VF for PC is already there. VF was insane at the arcades. You could say that Tekken is the 2D version of SF. Yeah, you could. Go ahead, knock yourself out. I wish I could get this strong. Ready, go! Ooh. First play the 1D version of Dota. But where's VF3TB with online on PC? It's called Parsec, man. That's right. Depending on who you pick, you can actually out-gimmick people with stuff like guard breaks. Guard breaks are hella fun. Everyone loves making the guy who's new to the game go, what the hell did I just get hit by? Ooh. Everyone loves making the new guy go, what the hell did I just get hit by? Everyone loves it. And guard breaks are the perfect thing for it, you know? Ooh, that was close. That's a vehicle. Who shows your Akira? I don't have an Akira, but I can try something, I guess. Well, you asked for it, yeah? I might as well because you asked for it. Yeah. Well, it's put in the ancient war mode. I love that question. See, if it was Tekken, you would never wake up. You see? Do I have a go? No, I don't have a go. I don't have any really. I only got like a half a Jackie. I don't know a lot of his other greater stuff, unfortunately. I wish I knew some of his better stuff, but Again, I actually haven't really played fighting games much. Again, I've been playing a lot of single player.
Round one. Ready?
Ooh, the things aren't looking good already.
Knockout.
If you know half of Jackie, then you know 1/8 of Vanessa. I know hardly anything of anyone. People don't wake up buttons to tackle because you get kind of 99% of the time.
Ready? Go!
Ooh. The launcher. Man. Everyone in Tekken is weak.
Round
Yeah.
three. Ready? Go!
There's button mashing skills. Oh my god, somebody got to tell me that combo. Somebody got to tell me that combo for that. Somebody has to tell me. That wasn't fun. Oh yeah. As soon as percentage in yellow and high. Yeah, I stopped playing in yellow because I couldn't play anymore.
Ready? Go! Knockout.
I have no Akira. Your mic and audio is desynced. You say things before they happen. Not too much.
Round
Okay.
five.
Thanks for the heads up.
Ready? Go!
I was gonna go for a counter hit Tetsuzanka. I was playing Dengeki Climbers with this and Akira. Plays like a KOF character. He's got a 30% damage overhead. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Run up overhead.
when you fight.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful stuff. See what I mean about just being able to just out gimmick someone? Out gimmick someone. Yeah, it's not annoying, it's just noticeable. Ah well. There's nothing I can do to fix that, unfortunately. I wish there was, but sadly there isn't. Such is life in this on, my friends.
Round
Yeah,
one.
playing a kid is fun.
Ready?
I like playing kids sometimes. Maybe I should put some more time in it. What? Did you see that? He got the successful parry and nothing happened. What the hell is this game? At first I thought you had insane reactions. Dude, no way.
Round two. Ready?
I wish I could fix it. Everyone can fix that shit. Even I've managed to fix it. I mean, with the flash sword kick a lot more than I used to. Man, I remember when I used to dread doing the flash sword kick, actually. I used to dread it. But now I don't. I just do it all the time. At least I tried it. Flash sword kick is hella fun. Then I heard you staggering when the stagger wasn't there. Decent.
Ready? Go!
Most of my stick is hella sensitive. Fighting versus Eileen. Tip 1. Use Jeff. Got a bully with Jeff.
Wrestling is the ultimate sport.
Profit? You forgot your 3 question marks. I got no issues with Jeff. My name is Jeff. Let me make sure I don't have. Let's see. Good on. The customization in this game is so nice. Quite a lot. Where the hell did these 20 guys come from, yeah? Welcome to the show. Every character is insane. The flash kick was dumb to practice. Man, I remember practicing it as well. It was hella fun to practice, man. Slowly getting the timing right. Man, it's one of the best experiences I've ever had. Better than practicing any stupid combo that I've ever done in my life. Just practicing that one move and watching it slowly come together, and then because that came together, all the other contact grabs started coming together too. It was just so nice to feel. It was just such a nice feeling to have. What the hell is the funky fuck? It's just so fun. It was just such a fun move to practice doing in this time. But there's a lot more to this game now that what's it called? That's coming through. There's a lot more to it. Ooh, big launch from back. What isn't a launch from loud? Face there. Is this the funkiest feat? The funkiest game? Wait, Love has a flip? Yeah, he's got a back turn back flip. And the guard break. You didn't know? Come on, man. Have you ever out-gimmicked someone with a back turn back flip before? You ever out-gimmicked someone from the back turn position? I didn't think so, pal. Now, where's the Yakuza series fighting? Yakuza series fighting. Nobody knows where it is, yeah? Yakuza fighter that plays like yeah. If it's not really bad, man, let it play like its own thing. I remember when I started playing, I didn't bother learning yet. What the flash sword kick? Speaking English, people. Holy cow! Speaking in English is one of the biggest things that we can do as a VF community to make this game more inviting. We can talk in English. English is a pretty good language, and I think it's the language that we all speak here. Yes. I see what you did there, yeah? And I only play Jackie. And I only play Jackie. Maybe I'm gonna turn out to be like this guy, only playing Jackie and playing everyone else. English. Indeed, English is a pretty good language. If it was called Yai kick forever. But that translates into English as flash sword kick. Or FSK for short. Shorthand Yai. But what does that mean in English? English is overrated. What is the language you speak? So if it is that overrated, why don't you speak in another language, huh? Huh? ¿Qué cosa? Hablo español, brother. Un poquito. English is overrated. European burritos. Wait, what? I don't even know what that says, man. I didn't read that. Ooh. I'm from Nicaragua and I think English is a superior language, dude. Ah! Who taught you Spanish? So good.
Round 3. Ready, go!
So good.
Knockout!
Man, what the fuck is that Spanish saying? In Nicaragua, we have the best thing about Britain. English.
Round 4. Ready,
Oh, the classic Jackie experience! Ah, man. All of them here. You frauds, yes. Many saying learning English is easier for Nicaraguans than learning other Spanish.
Round 5. Ready, go!
The neutral throw. That's right. Oh my god, I did the wrong move. I did the back jump kick. Ah, but I did the back punch. I was meant to do the defensive kick. But I never did it. Ah. Should have done both punches then. Ah, but you can't think of those things in the heat of the moment, you know? When you've made your mistake, that's it. You're set with that mistake for life. How's your English execution? 1 3 words. But just think about that, yeah? Think about the words that the VF community uses to describe terms, yeah? Flash sword kick. That's what Iai-geri means. But the problem is, Iai-geri is already another move for another character. If you play the King of Fighters, Benimaru has Iai-geri. So are you talking about Jackie or are you talking about Benimaru? So there's already confusion there if you play multiple fighters. Why would you prefer Flash Sword Kick over Iai-geri? It's faster. Just say FSK or FS, you know? Make it shorter. English is simpler than Spanish. Like, Iai-geri is already another move for another character. And it's already got the exact same stuff that people can simplify it down to. It's the same stuff. It's exactly the same stuff. Iai-geri. What are you gonna do? Are you talking about Benimaru? No, you're talking about Benimaru, man. Hey, man, I like to play King of Fighters too, they say. Come on, man, let's go down to the arcade and get the Neo Geo Gaburani so we can go play some Call of Duty, they say. Oh, do you like Call of Duty 2, man? Come on, I got Call of Duty 2. I got Call of Duty 2 UN, they say. I got that stuff, man. I got all that illegal KOF action. You know what I'm talking about, man? Come on, man. I practiced those loops in KOF 13 like no tomorrow. You know what I mean? Oh, man. He's gone? He died? Oh, well. Or just Flash. KOF players, man. You see what I mean? Oi. Okay. Because if you're such English fans, we're fans of English because we're English speakers. No, I'm back. Okay. The reason why I'm a fan of speaking in English is because we speak in English. That's the only reason why, yeah? We speak in English as an English-speaking community. You better have all the pluses on your English class. Dude, I did a high-level qualification, not like university tier qualification, in English. English is a pretty good language. I say so myself. It's funny because I said EI and I know you, and you knew what I meant. I only know what you meant, so what's the difference? One of them gets the move across faster to the other person that may or may not know. I translated that stuff into English for people, so people can understand what move you're talking about, especially if they've never played VF in their life. You know? We could have people tuning in for the first time seeing VF. We could have people who have no idea what's going on with VF. But then you go into Iai-geri, yeah? Like, what's the translation, yeah? Hold on, give me a second, yeah?
Ready, go!
Hang on, yeah? What's that? Alright, yeah? Let me hit you with this, yeah? Have you... Alright, yeah? So, yeah. Let's use another fighting game, yeah? Let's use another fighting game. For this wonderful example that I'm gonna bring up, yeah? Alright. Do you understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the Saisoku Fujinkan? Alright, yeah? Like, what is that move? What is the move I'm talking about? That's Flash Sword Kick and see it, Momiji, you savage! Like, you tell me, yeah? Saisoku Fujinkan. What is that move? It's a projectile of Andy's IRC. Nope, it's not a projectile. Saisho Fujinkan. What does that move mean? What does that term mean to anyone? Does anyone know what Saisho Fujinkan is? I know what it is, but do you know? I'm so confused. Another desync. Yeah, I know. But Saisho Fujinkan. What do I mean when I say that?
Round 1.
English revival. No? Come on. I haven't even got one answer for it yet. English is the best language. I think I've proved my point slightly. That is. It's only the best because we speak it. I have no idea. Means dinner is ready. No, Saisho Fujinkan doesn't mean dinner's ready. Like, we've got one guy who says it means dinner's ready. So we had one answer. Andy's projector is a Hishoken. Japanese is too complex. It's not a matter of Japanese is too complex. It's that we don't speak Japanese. This is the point I'm trying to get across. We don't speak Japanese. Saisho Fujinkan could mean anything to anyone. Nice dance, indeed. Put the lotion in the basket. No, it doesn't.
Round 3. Ready?
It's something. Saisho Fujinkan is Wind Godfist. Boom! Momiji got it on all 6s. Saishoku Fujinkan is Wind Godfist. Which is, well, strictly speaking, the fast. It's strictly Soku. Saishoku is the fastest. And Fujinkan is Wind Godfist. It is the Japanese term. Yeah, Saisho Fujinkan is the fastest Wind Godfist in Japanese. But nobody here knew what that meant, apart from one guy who took a guess. And it turned out to be right, yeah? I'll skip my go to continue proving this point, yeah? JP is easy. The grammar structures of nobody needs to know about the grammar or whatever. To the Venice player after the roll kick stagger up BK. Look at this guy. Forward kick punch. Forward kick then punch. Try forward kick hold forward PK BPK. Look at that. Perfect. I could understand that. Like, it might be a bit clunky, but it makes sense in English. Issue with JP is reading. No, it's understanding a word that doesn't have any English equivalent. Like, what? Like, I know what he means. Exactly, you know? This is what JP is happy to be associated with Boku no Pico. But you see the point. I know what he means. But do you understand what I'm getting across about talking in English rather than in Japanese? Like, Iai Geri, flash sword kick, it translates to that, yeah? But why not just say flash sword kick or FSK? Like, you could say Iai, but then you could be talking about the move Benimaru has, which is called FSK. Flash sword kick. Iai Geri. I haven't played this game in about 3 weeks. Welcome to the club. No, you have played it. So, flash or flash, so I'm yeah? So flash kick, that's what it is. Why not talk English? Jackie's flash kick. That also works. Japanese is not so straightforward. It doesn't, like, what else is the term, yeah? We use, also in the VF guys, we use the term nitaku to explain the main gameplay loop of the game, yeah? The term nitaku. What does that mean? Also, I have VF free characters, indeed, man. What does nitaku mean? What can you infer from just the term itself? Nitaku. No, no. You live? Ni is 2. This guy with his Japanese degree coming out here with all the great answers. Korean is the most intuitive written language I have ever found. Oh yeah, it makes perfect sense to me as an English speaker. But I'm not trying to... Also, I prefer OS3 KPK, PKK. But is it spelled ni or ni? I think it's ni. One I. You know what I mean? It's so confusing. So confusing, so quickly. It's like the whole language, all the terms that we've picked are like terms designed to exclude people who aren't already in the know. And I heard in Chinese they have a sound of the written syllable alongside a pictograph of the word. Then when I write, I make more grammar errors in Spanish than when I write in English. Table tennis? What? I don't even know. But nitaku is the main gameplay loop, the two-way choice between doing a launcher or a throw. That is the main loop of Virtua Fighter's gameplay. And it's called Nitaku for some dumb reason, when it could just be simplified, which translates in English to two-way choice. Why couldn't we just say two-way? Two-way choice. It gets the point across. Pressure. See what I mean? It's almost as if we've developed these, so a mix-up. Yeah, effectively, it's the two-way choice between 50. By the way, Nitaku is a myth. I love it. I love it. Nice one. Nitaku is a myth. But do you understand at least what I'm saying? There is Tekken VF to avoid throw and launch at the same time. Good blocking. Good KG cancel. See, the KG cancel makes sense because you press both buttons. It makes sense. It genuinely makes sense. I almost stole that. Cat playing the KO. Who's cat? Meow. That is a good question. Not many people.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Another one. Why commentators wear shirts? The commentator instead of mustard say white people.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Dead. I'm thinking of going to a local tournament this second sense to red shirt saying VF. We should. Indeed. Where is VF? Should. Indeed. But the problem is Sega doesn't know what to do with VF. VF is such a poor framework to work with when creating an idea. It's a fighting game, and that's the most you can say about Virtua Fighter when it comes to it as a concept. It's a fighting game. I mean, one of them went to look at Tekken and took 5th first time touching the game. I should probably go to a local tournament for Tekken 7 too, but I haven't been able to play the game in months. Every time I try to play it, it crashes. Here there's Genbu players. There's Genbu. Oh, this guy changes his threads. He's getting to the groove of changing threads. But in some aspects, the customize doesn't really help as well, you know? Like, look at the customize of VF, yeah? Some of it's like, you can do some funky stuff with it. But then you look at Lao Chan, and when you play Lao Chan and try to customize Lao Chan, he is the Chinese master. He will look like a Chinese master almost through every custom that you pick.
Knockout.
Unreal Engine 4 is trash, but it's easy to work with. And also, don't forget, Dragon Ball Fighter Z came out on the Unreal Engine 4, so the engine is a trash. It's just crappy interns who don't know how to use the engine using the engine. We have a good bad player. Oh, you're from Portugal, huh? Nice stuff. Welcome to the club, the international club.
Knockout.
I like the Chinese master, but wouldn't it be nice to, have him like wear a costume in reference to someone? Like, as much as he's another Chinese master, wouldn't it be nice to have Lao Chan wearing a Lan Di costume? Wouldn't that be rad? Like, it's Sega, they can do it, Like, just have, like, I don't know, have him wear a special belt or something, yeah? Like, gets a special pose against Akira, like where he's like, "Where's the mirror?" or something like that, Add some much-needed character into Virtua Fighter. Yeah, Lan Di costume. See what I mean? It's like better better, more diverse. Like Jackie has some pretty diverse questions. Odd. My neutral is ass, but my defense is serviceable. I'm good when there's either disadvantage or advantage. You might like Virtua Fighter. No, you might like Virtua Fighter. As a matter of fact, I think our next streams should be held on the PC platform. Because people say you can't play they say you can't play Virtua Fighter on PC. But we can, it's possible. I've streamed Virtua Fighter on PC before. It is possible. But people just don't do it. I think people don't know. To the Vanessa player, try replacing some of your DSPP. He slow me punch with DBPK versus Lao. People don't under his attacks if the player decides to mash the punch button. I mostly go through the tournament by using Jin's parry, sidestep, and the same punishes. No problem with that. No problem with that. Boy, that's up next, yeah? We don't have a lot of time until the stream ends. I've been like hooked up, and also Akuma is weird in Tekken 7. Martial laws here, a lot of them. You know when you play on PC though, there's no laws. There are no laws on PC. I play law. I play law in Tekken 7. A lot of them in tournaments. Yeah, I like law. It's so weird. Like, one of the weirdest parts I've ever had. Oh, is it another decent? No, it seems like, yep, it looks like it might be. Ooh, the funky feet. Oh, it looks like everyone's alright. So with Tekken Tag 2, you had you had the double law team as well in Tekken Tag 2, yeah? The double law. It's like everyone decided that, what's it called? Martial law was no longer the new hotness. And I think it's because he's got that stupid trousers, the banana trousers. God. One of the worst designs I have ever seen. They didn't update his design at all. Double character teams are fun. They're also like, oh my god, Law's back 1-2-1 in Tekken Tag 2 and in all the Tekken it was in when it launched. It was the worst maneuver. I don't like the way combo went there. I should drink a cup of tea and the combo would still be going.
Excellent!
Yeah, as in like, to each his own. Personally, I prefer shorter combos because they return the control back to the players very quickly, keeping the action fast. But this has certainly been an interesting stream. Full of me getting my ass whooped, sometimes doing a bit of ass whooping myself, isn't it? I managed to do some funky stuff today. I'm not too displeased with what I was able to do today. Look at the funky feet. I never felt so sorry. I know, man. I should be feeling a lot more sorry than I am. But at the same time, I don't. I should be feeling sorry, but I'm not. Anyway, I'll put up one more fight, and then that's gonna be it for today. That's gonna be it. This will be the last fight of the day. Let's hope it's a good one, me. Let's hope it's a good one. I gotta point myself. I never felt so sorry like I did in Tekken Tag 2. Tekken Tag 2 made people sorry because of so much stuff. So much stuff. Oh my days. Rage going everywhere. Rage is still bad. Oh my god, this. Why would you be sorry? Like, nobody's got any reason to be sorry. I'm actually quite pleased with myself today and some of the results I managed to get, despite not playing really fighting games all of the last 2 weeks. I've been like, indulging in a lot of single player stuff.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Are you in the Discord? That's a good question. That is a good question. Don't forget, we have a link to the Virtua Revival Discord below at all times.
Ready, go! Round 3. Ready, go!
one on the board. He gave me good kind of. I'm gonna choose 2 better five. You could
Round
say.
4. Ready, go!
Oh boy. There we go. Out we go. That'll do it for the night. Just get out of here. Well, it's been a funky stream. No, rip poop. No problem, yeah. Go sleep. No problem, yeah. It's been a fun time. I've enjoyed this stream. I've enjoyed the fact that I've been able to talk with everyone, yeah. I've genuinely enjoyed it, yeah. I've got room to work on, yeah. Thanks for hosting. Of course, I'm here all the time. But I might choose to swap things up to the PC crowd right now, because that seems to be where things have got to go. You know, like we've had our fun, yeah. Take care, man. Nice commentary. Thank you very much. The little things really drive things. You know, I greatly appreciate your appreciation of what I do. It's very nice. It really does warm my heart to at least make sure that I've brightened up the day for a few people. You know, I like that very much. I'll try showing up to watch more of your streams. Yeah, do so. But I think we're gonna change the focus right now. Last VF stream? No way, boy! No way. It's not the last one. There's more to go. Dude. Oh, man. The Russels are after me. Quick. I think I touched him. If you're going VF on PC, which VF? That's the question. Yeah, it's the last. Well, it's not. It's the last. It's the last. But last VF5 FS7. No, it's not gonna be the last. Like, the thing is, yeah, people can play VF on PC. It's just, yeah, the Rosas are after me, lads. But they looks like they didn't see me streaming some illegal VF. Whew. Could get arrested for that, illegal VF. But look at it this way, yeah. What we managed to do, yeah, was we accomplished the mission, yeah. Well, at the end of the day, we accomplished what we set out to do with Virtua Fighter 5 Showdown. We said we were gonna have the PS3 game, and when we got a full 8-man lobby, we were gonna host a tournament. And then we hosted a tournament, yeah? Playing a Dead King, that's necrophilia in this state, son. Indeed. Don't forget, Kamara, there's a link down below to join the Virtua Revival Discord server if you want to play some more Virtua Fighter. I'm gonna look into changing the main game from the PS3 game to the PC game. We can still host lobbies all the time, you know? We can still host them all the time. Anytime. You can host them off stream if you want, yeah? But at the end of the day, the PC crowd, they have the game, but nobody's playing it. We need to show that, the PC platform isn't dead. We need to show that people can play VF on PC. And we need to get people to play VF on PC. We gotta do it, man. We gotta help. We gotta help VF guys on PC. We gotta help guys like Bish28 who they can play VF, but what's happening now is they can't do it. They can't play online. So we gotta show them, yeah, that they can play online. And then hopefully that'll bring more people into playing VF. Because people are seeing these guys can play VF and they're playing it on PC. It costs nothing to try out VF. But what game? I don't know. I will have to think. I'll think long and hard about that one. And maybe I'll put that one towards the server actually. But the people on PS3 are playing. We've shown that we have shown that we can play. We play the game on PS3. We hosted a tournament for it. And I took a break after. I took a 1-week break to decide on where to go. VF4 final tune, but the thing is, the critical thing that we need people we need to be able to play the game and we need to be able to spectate it. Yeah, that's the critical thing. We need to be able to play it and we need to be able to spectate it. Those are the two critical things. Playing and spectating. If we can't do both, we're out of luck. But I think Parsec might hold the key. VF3 TB on PC? Yeah, emulated. Can you spectate VF3 easily? Potentially. Through Parsec, we can stream it, and I can stream the game to people, and I can play it easy peasy. No problem there. But right now, the people on PC, they have the game, but the PC people don't know that it's deceptively easy to play. Deceptively so. So I think that should be our next mission as Virtua Revival. It's not just me, yeah. I might be the head honcho going through all of this, yeah? But VF is nothing without the players that play the game. How's lag on PC? It's as laggy as a PC game is, which is like sometimes you get dedicated servers, sometimes not so much. You know, like the lag on PC is getting okay. Yeah, so I will look into making the PC platform the platform for now. I'm gonna put that towards the group. But for now, I thank you all for watching, and I thank you all for participating. Don't forget to chuck a bit of moolah down our way by either subscribing or, you know, donating if you want. But if you do subscribe, yeah, we do get a wolf mad emote, you know. Who doesn't want a wolf mad emote? Who doesn't want to subscribe and get a wolf mad? But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for participating. Whether you know you talked or you played, it's been very nice. See what I mean? You can't use it if you don't subscribe, Messy Bernie. I know you're typing in Virtua 27 Wolfman, but you need to subscribe if you want it. You gotta do it, man. I can't make it a global Twitch emote. It's our emote. You gotta subscribe for it, man. And hey, if you keep subscribing and keep tuning in and such, we may be able to get more emote slots. Haha, yeah, busted. Anyway, yeah, it's been a great stream this time, yeah. It's been great. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it a lot, yeah. I will see you around next time, yeah? Hopefully we'll decide on a PC game to play for the PC crowd. But for now, well, things are up in the air. But that's where we need to go. When Eileen emote, I sub. But the problem is, we need subs to make Eileen emote. We're in a catch-22 with you, Barney. You want to subscribe to get Eileen, but we need subscribers to get Eileen. So you won't subscribe to get Eileen, but you need to subscribe to get Eileen in the future. God, this is why Twitch sucks. But anyway, it's been great, and I hope to see you all next time. See you around, pals.